why Peter Grimes right now? Peter Grimes is about what happens to societies that are threatened by outsiders. It's about the way we become intolerant and about how we tend to push away anybody who is different or who does not share our view of things. And I think in this day and age, that's a really, really powerful and relevant message. It has been said to me that I am attracted to the stories of outsiders, and I think that that's very true. Onegin feels himself to be apart from the society in which he's living, mostly through his own choice. The difference is that Grimes is apart from the society in which he's living, largely not through his own choice, largely because of the borough interprets what he does, what he says, and even who he is.
It's interesting. I started my acting career at the Stratford Festival, which is very similar to this stage configuration. It's a thrust stage with 270-degree audience around you, and also very close as well. So this is not a foreign environment for me, and I'm really looking forward to exploring singing in that kind of environment. I was thinking about this the other day in rehearsal and feeling it. Even in the times when we're breaking from rehearsal, I get this real lonesome feeling in the rehearsal hall. It's not to say that it's the role is requiring pity from the audience. It's just that's where this guy lives. He lives on a different plane, and totally in his own world. From my point of view, trying to create this character, yes, he's sympathetic, I suppose, but he's just living from moment to moment. He's not looking for pity or sympathy.
Sort of accepts his lot, that this is who he is. This is how he exists in this world.
Yeah, I think he's just been burnt so many times throughout his life that it's just better to be a turtle. It's just better to put your shell on. And
you have a line that we were rehearsing yesterday when Balstrode accuses Grimes of being lonely, and he says, I live alone, the habit grows. You just imagine that he spent his entire life being like this. I think Britain is always asking us to make choices and have opinions about what it is we see. Certainly, this is a vicious society, or a society that becomes more vicious in the course of the show. Benjamin Britten famously said, the more vicious the society, the more vicious the individual. We were looking at ways of making the show be as modern as we believe it is thematically. We really wanted to do a production of Peter Grimes that was set in the post-war period, because Britain was writing this opera during the end of the Second World War. We also looked at a lot of photos of Aldborough historically, and then I went there and photographed it. And in terms of color and what we call a sense of fracture, we based a lot of the design on the artwork of John Piper, who was one of the great war artists in Britain. Well, if anyone is coming expecting a brown or black fishing village in the 1830s, they will be sorely disappointed. If, however, they come expecting a very intense and enlivening theatrical experience that will make them question things about themselves and the world in which they live, this will be a great show for them.